In the beginning, before Alabama was a state, or Tuscaloosa a city, was the church, and the church was Ebenezer Baptist.
2 centuries ago, 300 settlers lived along the Black Warrior River. Only God knows how many showed up at the house of Benjamin and Rebecca Higginbotham on Saturday, January the 24th, 1818.
Shortly after the church was established, students started gathering at the Higginbotham home to play popular games like backgammon, charades, and rock dodgeball. Pastor Higginbotham was forced to hire Ebenezer Baptist Church's first youth pastor to babysit the young men and women of the church. Exactly 1 year ago from today, on February the 16th, 1818, Ebenezer Baptist hosted its very first Disciple Now weekend at the home of Benjamin and Rebecca Higginbotham. Their theme was Dancing is of the Devil. The youth were taught to sing from hymnals, and many came to know Christ after a powerful series of messages from a young local firefighter named David Thornburg. A lot has changed since that very first Disciple Now, but a lot has stayed the same. Our very own Reverend Jerry Lake was at that very first Disciple Now weekend, and he's here to now tell us about the rules of D-Now 2018.
We'd like to welcome everybody to Disciple Now, which y'all call D-Now, and that's good. But it's hard to believe for 200 years that our church has been coming together and started on a little cabin across the Warrior River. And I would just like to say there's things and there's rules that back then that we followed with the church, and we've got rules this weekend that we would like for y'all to follow. And the first rule is that do not carry your cell phones or have them on in your breakout groups. And you know what? We didn't have cell phones back in 1818. Folks, we got another rule I'd like to give you. You need to respect your leaders while you're here. And, we let you off light this day and time because back in 1818, if we didn't respect and honor our leaders, you know what we'd do? They would put us to the post and flog us. Okay, another rule, in which most of y'all know, and we even knew this rule back in 1818, no alcohol, no tobacco, not anything like that you need to bring. And I can remember when our youth leader, Gil McKee, he brought some, at that time he was youth, he brought some moonshine in, and he got us all in a lot of trouble. Another rule is we would like for you to be on time, on schedule, and y'all have it made, folks, with the cars and parents carrying you. When we had that first Disciple D-Now meeting, you know what we had to do? We had to cross the Warrior River, and the river was up then, and so we got all wet and all, but it took us a while to get over. But you know what? We were on time. You need to be too. Going from your host home to church or anywhere that y'all are out and about, when you're in your car or somebody else's car, remember the rules, seat belts on. I can remember back, little old Johnny Smith was, we were coming back to church, and you know what he did? The horse had to stop just abruptly, and he didn't have his seat belt on, flipped right out of the carriage. So remember, fasten your seat belt when you get in the car. Okay, another rule. We do not want any public display of affection. I think y'all call that PDA in these days. But I can remember I was courting Miss Helen way back then, and I just thought would be no wrong, not anything wrong with me just grabbing a hold of her hand, and I did. And you know what? Widow Smith was right behind us. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to mess the whole weekend just by the little old simple holding the hands. Okay, folks, we don't need another rule that I had to learn the hard way is no pranks, anything like that, excessive joking. And I can remember back when we thought it was real funny. Joe Ziegler, he was a young guy back then, and he was being baptized. So some of us tried to hold him down in the water. that didn't come out too well. So, watch your pranks and all. Okay, we're about through with the rules, but one of the rules that I think that y'all need to remember, it's a big thing to respect and honor each other, and respect and honor your leaders. But all of y'all are gonna be in host homes, and please respect and honor your people that's providing the host homes. And I never will forget Miss Abigail Nolan. She told us not to try to light a fire in that log cabin out behind the big house, and well, we went ahead and did it. Well, after that weekend, there was no log cabin. So follow the rules, folks. Okay, well, this is next to the last rule that I would like to give you. I can't believe the worship leaders that Leslie and Jody has provided this weekend. And when they're up singing, y'all sing along with them and listen to what they say and listen to the words as well as the beat to the music. And it just reminds me back in 1818 in our D now, we were singing out of hymn books then. And Fanny Crosby came up and oh man, we didn't, at first we didn't really want to do that, but we sang her songs, and you know what? Before long, we were into those songs, and we really enjoyed it. So just enjoy the worship time of this weekend. D-Now participants, we're coming to the end of our rules making, and I hope y'all understand the reason for rules is that it makes everything go a lot smoother, and it does show respect and honor of each other and for the event. And rules is to free us up. And Jesus gave us a command, and he told us to love the Lord with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, and with all our strength. And the second command he gave was love your neighbor as yourself. So this weekend, have a good time and love the Lord and love each other. I wish y'all a successful D-Now weekend.